John's coming on, buddy. He's late, and Carl, the kinky loco. All right, people, come on in. Join the fun here at Hammerhead Studios. Steve Grillo, Aftershock XL. Everybody, please like, subscribe, share. I can't believe I'm saying that. I always get annoyed when people say that shit. Like, subscribe, share. Anyway, John should be on momentarily. It's a chilly day out here in sunny Las Vegas. We're at the Hammerhead Studios, and things are going pretty damn fucking good. I got to tell you that. Can't complain. I moved into a new dope apartment. That's, well, it's pretty big. There's a lot of room for me, man. I got to buy furniture and things for the wall. I've been going to Goodwill, and I had a really fun time going to yard sales yesterday. I'm a yard sale guy now. Alex just joined. Alex Museum. Got some people on YouTube popping in. And we're getting ready to interview the famous Stuttering John. Hudson, you wanted the headphones?
Yeah.
I got my assistant Hudson today. I'm very lucky to have him here. He's hanging with me. He's going to be running everything on the other side. He's producing my show today, Hudson. You're producing. You want to jump on and say hello? Jump on and say hello. No, right there. Run the computer. Yeah. Just you can jump in, say hi until John gets here. Everybody, this is my producer, Hudson. There he is. What's up, buddy?
What up?
All right. So it's going to be all messed up with the audio. But make sure that's Hudson. He's straight out of San Diego. He's hanging out. Anyway, John should be here. He just called me. He was running late. Things are a little late. I hope everybody from the dableverse is tuning in because John's got some things to say. And we're going to find that out any minute. And we got Hanji. Can you do some Todd humor? Todd humor, like Canadian Todd humor, like take off, you hoser. Come on, man. What the fuck? Anyway, where's Scott Saunders? I don't see Scott Saunders on here. How is Vegas? Vegas is awesome. I have to admit, Vegas is absolutely 100% fantastic. I'm very happy I moved out here. I will be back for the summer. I'd like to be back for the summer. Hopefully, this keeps going right. I'll be able to go and set up a studio at the campground. And let's see who's just. Oh no! All right. Is this John? No, it's not. Sorry. Hi. My personal email. You can help with. Okay. Sorry. So I signed up for Super Tips, but I don't have it set up yet. I just got accepted yesterday, and it was where am I here? Sorry. I just got accepted to Super Tips, so you could actually pay to ask some questions. So get the freebies in now, because next time you want to talk to me, you got to pay. All right, I'm gonna pause this for a second to see where John is. Can you pause this? Can you pause the live thing there?
Yeah.
You can. Could you pause it for me, honey?
Yep.
Oh wait, hold on. Is John late because he's been a sex pest? No, a nice spelling, dipshit. What happened? What did I spell? I don't know. There was dableverse 2 words. I don't know. I didn't type that in anyway. So they're already starting. The mean people in the dableverse. I didn't want to necessarily get involved too much with this dableverse, but apparently since they've been in page, they're sort of legitimized now. They were in page 6, and it's not just a thing. Can you fix that? Can you see the comments, Hudson?
Yeah.
Could you fix any spelling that you could do over there? Can I hear you charge your last name for Turner? Why'd you do that? Grillo, I heard you changed your last name to Turner. Why'd you do that? Grillo Turner. I don't know. What does, oh, yeah, just fix it. I didn't necessarily set this all up, but we'll fix it. It was just a quick fix, no problem. But thank you for pointing it out so meanly. I appreciate that. And without any further ado, the Duke is here. The Duke, can you hear me, buddy?
Hey, Steve.
What's going on, man?
I'm just going to check my line. Let's see.
Hudson, did you turn down the volume on this? If you could turn it up, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. I got a producer today.
Good for you.
Yeah. So yeah, turn the volume up on the speaker box. So I'm going to turn the camera. Doing a live on Instagram too. I'm going to turn the camera to the screen so people can see you.
All right, there you go. I'm all set.
come over here and do it. Yeah, I just wanted that. There's someone was using the computer. They turned it down. Okay, there we go. Hello.
Yeah.
There we go, bro. Make it nice and loud so everybody can hear. All right, cool. All right, John, looking good there, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. I look a little white. I got to go get a tan.
Come to Vegas.
I should. How are you, buddy?
Oh man, life is pretty good. The only thing I got to fix now is my truck. My truck blows smoke like Uncle Buck's car. You know.
I thought Jerry's helping you.
Jerry's been very great to me. I can't complain. He came over yesterday, Jerry, the beer guy, and in my new apartment complex, they have a barbecue station by the pool. So we went down and I made some hamburgers, and he helped me get set up with super tips and shit like that. So I'm not set up yet, but super tips is on its way. But you have a problem with super tips? Is that what's going on?
I don't do super tips. I just do super chats.
Okay, and you got to get the X amount of hours on YouTube in order to qualify, or?
I guess I think you need a certain amount of you need a certain amount of watch time.
Okay, so well, I'm working on it. I've been doing a show like every single day, just to get everything going, and we're going to be doing a financial show here on my network too, called Own Your Future. Richard Prinzi, right there, that man. This is my benefactor, I guess you might want to call it. He's investing in getting this whole system set up where we could both come on here and he's going to be more of a financial show. You would probably like that. You're pretty good with finances, right?
I hope so.
I'll never forget. I didn't know what was it? You would start the morning with an IPO for $5,000, and then by lunch you made like $20,000.
Yes.
And that happened every single day. And Gary Delabate was so mad because he knew something it didn't seem right.
Yes.
That you were making all this money. And then finally he stuck his toes in the water and then he started making the money too.
And Robin.
Oh, sure. Robin did it too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got Gary and Robin involved.
Now, was that like that? That had to be the first, like, the Wolf of Wall Street shit. Was that what was going on?
Yes. Yes, that was the boiler room nonsense.
Wow. And that was what was your friend's name?
Which one? Was it Marco or Benny?
Marco.
Benny's the one that I pranked Gary with. I don't know if you remember. I had Benny tell Gary that he lost all his money. And he taped the whole thing.
Oh my God. Okay, we got a lot of people on here today. Everybody knows that you were in New York last week.
Yes.
And you had some fireworks show going on. I have to ask you one question. So if anybody doesn't know, I'm sure everybody on here does know, that you went to New York and you headlined Rodney Dangerfield's old club. Yes. And everybody from the dableverse just decided to jump in and tell you what was going on. You told me before you went on that you had a routine you were gonna do, and I don't know what made you stray from that routine, and you just went up and read Anthony Cumia's police report. Like, what was behind all that?
That was the routine.
But you said you had jokes.
I lied.
You lied. Okay, because you were telling me, you said you had, like, you were going to say this, you were going to say that. So with your whole premise, you just went up there for 11 minutes, read the police report.
Well, no, maybe I talked to you when I was in mid making the decision. I had a lot of different ideas. One was jokes, one was roasts, one was do my act, and then the other one was to read the police report. And I weighed a lot of different options and realized, especially at that room, I mean, Steve, I don't know if you saw any of the footage. It was
I did. It was awful, but I was hoping that you would have just shove it so far up their ass, come out with some like really great jokes about
it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
And I was up against, it's like, put it this way, like I did a stand-up set, which this idiot, Lady K, is just playing. They always send people to record me, which is bullshit, and I'm going to have to start striking him. But, you know, everybody knows the jokes because they played them all. So, like, they would know them all, you know? It's like when, I'm not comparing myself to Dice, but it's like when Dice goes, hickory, dickory, dock, the whole crowd goes, the chick is sucking my cock.
Yeah.
So, you know, there was no way that I would ever get through that act there.
Yeah, I was just hoping that you just shoved it straight up everybody's ass and
I did.
Made them laugh. Well,
I did, but see, you don't understand. See, Steve, this is why you don't get it. If you watch it over and over again, you'll start to get the joy and how triumphant I am to troll 200 people at the same time while I'm smiling ear to ear, and while Pocky is fucking screaming at the top of his lungs.
I heard he gave you a pretty good introduction, though. I didn't hear it.
Oh, yeah. Never before has a guy got on the stage where everyone in the audience despised. Yeah.
I know. Nice. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, well, I think maybe you should do some research before you can ask me questions.
Okay, yeah.
I could have sent you that. I can send it to you right now if you want it.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I saw when the guy ripped the paper out of your hand, and I saw when you walked off.
Yeah, well, I can send you the Pocky's stellar introduction, and you'll see, how ridiculous it is, where he just says, never before has a guy been fucking hated more than this guy. So, yeah, I'm going to go up and kill there. Yeah, okay, Steve.
Yeah, I'll turn my volume off here.
All right, I'm sending it to you now.
Okay. Not to start, Gino just texted me. He wants to know, did you just say triumphant?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you're trying. I didn't know. I had Gino on this earlier this week, and there was nothing really. I didn't say anything bad, but I just wanted to see what actually happened because I saw it was in page 6, and I actually texted you. I was like kind of a little concerned, maybe something had happened to you or whatever. But so you're saying you were happy with the way things went down?
Incredibly happy. Are you kidding me? Put it this way, Steve. Okay, first of all, Pocky's an asshole. He's a domestic abuser. He's a racist and everything else. His girlfriend's an anti-Semite who wishes Adolf Hitler, a happy birthday and all this shit. So this is the worst kind of people that you could ever deal with. Okay, so on the night that I'm going to read Anthony Cumia's domestic violence report, he commits violence outside the club and punches somebody.
Did he punch somebody?
Yes. So what are the odds that on the night I'm going to troll him with his police record, he decides to slap, punch, whatever, a guy who he gets mad at? And here's the best part. I am getting 200 people yelling everything from deadbeat dad to shit about my kids. And I don't lose my cool. He's got one guy who calls him a racist pedophile, and he slaps the guy in the face. So there you have one guy who can handle a little critique and another guy who can't. And that is where I totally beat the living shit out of him on the stage. And all the people there. Because they wanted me to be the clown. Instead, I made them the fucking goof.
Okay. Yeah,
it was vintage Stuttering John, Steve.
Yeah, well,
you've been with me on interviews. You've seen me in crowds where the whole crowd hates me. And you see me still persevere and laugh about it. That's what happened. It was fucking Stuttering John at his best.
Well, I'm glad people died. Everybody's seeming to disagree. Cumia did more for Grillo's book sales than John ever could. I don't give a
fuck what your fucking Pocky thinks. Pocky's the domestic abuser.
I don't even know that he did. I had no idea he had anything like that going on.
Well, that's your problem.
So now, what was your thinking right before you went on stage? Were you like a little nervous, or you were just like, no?
No.
Because the crowd was awfully vicious.
Exactly. And I loved every minute of it. I would have went longer until the guy fucking.
Do you want to know what Gino's saying?
I don't really give a shit what Gino says.
Okay. I called it years ago on the podcast when I was on my second mic. who say, "Oh, it's moving too fast." A lot of people are on here, John. Wow.
I don't. All I know is that I was kind to Gino and his wife, and I put him on the show, and I put him on the show the next night. I put him on the show at the Stress Factory. I don't have anything bad to say about him. So whatever he's saying, if he's saying something bad, I don't really give a shit. I was kind, and I'm not going to badmouth him. I'm not taking the bait.
I like that. This is a new Stuttering John.
I don't. There's no need for me to be arguing with people that I was kind to. There's no. It doesn't. It's like you and I, Steve. I've been very kind to you, and I'd be upset if or if you started taking shots. I don't know. It's different though, because you and I have been friends for such a long, long time.
You know how dude, that's 1991.
Yeah, so it's kind of different.
That's fucking crazy.
Gino's not like, a friend that I have known like you. Like you've been a friend for quite a long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, why don't you stutter anymore? So I don't like when people do that, because you know what? Stuttering can come and go. I stutter a lot, but it's just not, I didn't make a career out of it like you did. But there's times where you're comfortable and you don't stutter. And then there's times where you get into a situation where you can't get a fucking word out.
Well, it depends. Depends on the day. Depends on the mood. It depends on how much alcohol I've had.
Yeah.
It depends.
Depends how many publicists are trying to throw you out.
Yeah, it's all, but, and it depends what words, because I could avoid words and you wouldn't even know that I'm avoiding them. And not to say that you're stupid or anything. It's just that I'm really skilled at it, and I'm able to avoid hard consonants that, I can see them coming 5 words before. So then I'll change the word. I'm a walking fucking thesaurus.
You're walking something, all right.
Yes.
So I hate when you stutter and people go, go get it out. That pisses me off so bad. I'm like,
I don't really care.
No, for me, I do. When I get stuck on a word and someone comes at me like, oh, get it out, man.
Yeah.
That's when I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't. Like all these people in the pores here trashing me. They think that I care. That's the best part about it, Steve. I don't give a shit. I mean, Steven, you and I worked for Howard Stern.
Yes.
We got beaten up, and I beat up a lot of people, as you know, including you. And it was just a bunch of fucking jackasses from Long Island who beat the fuck out of everybody, verbally. Yeah. So me personally, I don't really like these guys. Whatever they say is not going to hurt me in any way.
I know. We were talking about this before. I do not know how you have such thick skin with these people.
Well, it's from years growing up on Long Island as a stuttering Puerto Rican with OCD and smelly feet and being short, and and having friends like Hitman Dan and all my buddies from Long Island who all we did was goof on each other's, mothers and each other, and and everything like that. And hold on, I'll be right back. I just ordered some. All
right.
Water and ice cream.
Okay, I could concentrate on reading some of your questions. Your dad was. We're going to get into father's things. I watched so much of these two. It's insane to be watching them live together. 2026. They're almost like completely different people now. Yeah, we got old, homie. And that's Vub, and then Daniel. Meet the Turners. I don't know what the Turners is. The Duke. John is a thin-skinned dork. 1,000%. Why do you cry then? John sucks. You're a loser. Why did you move to Vegas, Grillo? Because of the exact reason why I'm talking to you right now. I had an opportunity and I took advantage of it. The good people from Professional Tax Alliance. Get your taxes done. With Richard Prinzi. Very talented man. Very smart. And they offered me to come out here and start doing my show, and we're going to work on a bigger network, and this is just the beginning. I have to just monetize what's going on here, and then we'll be good for moving on with Professional Tax Alliance. DM me if you'd like to get your taxes done by the professionals, not some people at H&R Block where they only work a couple months out of the year. These people do taxes all year long, and they know what the hell they're doing. You should go to Richard Prinzi because you probably work on off of a what is it, 1099, right?
I don't fucking know.
You don't fucking know how you get paid.
I get so many different ways to get paid. W-2s.
Okay. Well, that's why you're gonna get sued.
99s.
That's why you need Professional Tax Alliance to help.
Yes, I need Professional Tax Alliance. And go to Trim Spa.
Trim Spa.
And goldenpalace.com.
Dollar mattress.
Yeah. And Snapple.
Speaking of that, I just had lunch with Wendy, the Snapple lady. She said to say hello.
Oh, well, tell her I said hi.
Our wonderful husband, Steve, and Wendy introduced me to my now landlord, and I got this really dope apartment through them because they are awesome, wonderful people. And they introduced me to their friend, and he had this big 2-bedroom condo that was just sitting there, and no one was in it. So now I'm in it.
It's so funny, you know, like this. There's this one guy who I struck, and he's, you know, and he's telling people to not super chat you, Steve, but he's too stupid because he doesn't realize you don't get super chats yet. What a fucking idiot! Yeah. Such an idiot. This is what he does. You know, he's a fucking diaper sniper. So he's sniping you, and he's a little and like he thinks this is all I'm gonna do to him. He has no idea what's coming next.
Well, someone asked if I keep in touch with KC. He comes and goes. Like he's either here, he'll get back to you right away, or he doesn't answer you at all. I love Casey. I had a lot of good time. Someone just what the hell is that? Jay the Watcher. Who's that? Is that another guy?
Who knows? They're all fucking losers.
Who's Oscar Turner? What
it's them trying to say that my kid changed his name, which he didn't.
Oh my God! I don't think it's fair to bring your children into any.
No, but they think it's fair.
Yeah, I don't. I think family and children should be off fucking limits. Without it.
I know, Steve. That's because you're sane and you're not a child.
Yeah,
they think it's okay because they are children and they don't, you know, and they're anonymous keyboard warriors.
I can see that because,
but it's not even true.
Yeah.
None of it's true, but they like to cling to anything they can do. You know, they can cling to. You know?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But it gets you through the night.
I remember a lot of people have suggested that I come into the dableverse, but you know that's where all the action is. I guess that's what they're telling me. So, but
you don't need this. You don't want this.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not controversial. I'm not going to come on and like bash people and stuff. In fact, I get a little personally hurt when people say mean things to me. I kind of lose sleep over it.
I know, because I made one joke when we were at I forget where we were. I think it was at the Chilicon, and you got upset. You're like, will you stop with that? It was something that, and I won't bring it up because I know you get mad.
Well, you can bring it up. It's okay.
Oh, because for everyone watching, when we were on the Stern Show, Steve was skinny and I was in my fat state.
Oh yeah.
And I'm what, like 8 years older than you. And I said, Steve, wait till you're my age, you're gonna start gaining weight too. And you're like, bullshit. And then so I brought that up to you because then I said, and now look at you, you fat fuck. And you were like, will you stop bringing that fucking up? It makes me feel bad. I'm not happy with my weight.
Well, I'm not. I did that, but I'm
so that's why
I didn't do anything about it.
But because I know it hurts you, I don't want to bring it up.
No, but you, I have to put the reins on because once you sink your teeth in, you don't let go. You're like a fucking pit bull. So if I didn't put the brakes on, I would have never stopped hearing it. I know I got fucking fat, John. It's pretty obvious.
I know. It's just so funny. I'm in the gym every day, and you're in the fucking diner every day. It's funny.
Yeah, no. I'm going to be in the hot tub every day. Dude, that hot tub is right downstairs. The pool closes at 12 o'clock at night.
So how do you like Las Vegas?
I do. I really do. I do. I feel really awkward even saying this, but I don't miss New York right now. I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe I fucking came all the way out here.
And that's so funny to me because when we were hanging out, or when you did my show, when you were in Lake George, you were like, No, I could never leave Manhattan. That I could never leave it. And
Yeah,
now
never say
here
never,
you are.
bro. Because
Yeah.
I didn't think I needed a change. I was like, I was in a really shitty apartment, but not even that the one on 65th Street was shitty, but it was shitty when you moved out. But I always liked that apartment on 65th Street. We could talk about that because I still get asked about that like on a weekly basis. So,
And you know what's so sad about it? I wasn't. Oh, I was a slumlord. First of all, I only charged you $50 more than I had to pay.
no, but you charged you paid one price. You charged the same price for me and Ganji instead of me and Ganji splitting it and paying you one price. We both had to pay you that $400. Whoa. Yeah, I paid $400 and Ganji paid $400.
No, that is not true.
Ganji's coming on the show. I know. Listen,
that is not true.
I think it is, and I will confirm.
I don't care. You can. That is not true.
You made a profit off of us.
$50.
Did you or did you not?
$50.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
Okay.
I did.
All right. Well,
Ganji's coming on this week.
So see, Johnny Knoxville said, "You're lying to my face," and if he says it, it's true.
I swear on my life, I charge you $50 more. In fact, on the air, if you go back to the tape with Howard, I say I'm only charging him $50 more, but it's not worth the aggravation of Mike Ganji calling me at 11:35 at night.
Oh, that was me. See, that's why I know you don't got the story straight.
Nope, I do, and it was only $50 more. Go listen back. You'll hear the tape, and you'll realize you're fucking wrong.
Okay, I'll admit it when I hear it.
Well, you'll hear it because Howard asked how much you making. I go, Howard, I'm making $50. That's it, and it was true. And I swear on my life, that's all it was.
Why would Grillo lie, John?
I don't think Grillo's lying. I think he doesn't remember.
Okay, it's possible I don't remember. I can't say. It's been in my head for so long that's what happened. I could have convinced myself otherwise. That happens. Yeah. So anyway, I don't think you understood. Like I was
going to charge you $800 for that shithole. Get the fuck.
I'm sorry, but I love that apartment, man.
Get the fuck.
It's been about a year since
I think I was paying $400 and I charged you guys $450. It was $225 each year.
Okay. All right. I'll have to revisit that. I think maybe I convinced myself otherwise.
I think you have.
I don't think
I can't wait till somebody pulls up that tape because everybody in this fucking idiotic chat is going to believe you until they pull up the tape from Howard, and I'll prove them again. They're all idiots.
Okay. All right. Somebody's just jamming. This drunk mop is just jamming up like all the comments are just like L. Like what?
Yeah, because
I don't understand.
Because they're adults stuck in 5-year-old heads, and they think writing L, is somehow going to hurt me.
Yeah. And all right, so what you probably didn't understand is like literally, when I ran, I don't, no disrespect to my parents or anything, but when I left my house, I had no intentions of going back. I loved living in the city so much that like when I was gone, and going back to my parents' house wasn't an issue for me. And then when you were like you have to leave in 2 days, I was like all I wanted was like another week or two to find something, and it was I had to rush and find an apartment like literally my parents had to come in and they were guarantors for the new apartment for me and Mike Ganji.
Okay, all right, Steve. How much do you and Mike Ganji pay for the next apartment?
Oh, it was probably like I think it was like 900 or it was like 1100 so each, so we had to split that at that point. So it was a while ago. It was more, but what I was freaking out is I just didn't have any place to go. I needed a little more time. Like Ganji didn't have a problem going back to his parents' house. I had a problem going back. No,
the only problem was that I got an eviction letter and they told me that if I don't get out of there, they're gonna fucking sue me or whatever.
Yeah, I know. But then you know how the show works. I had a million lawyers calling me up and saying if you got mail there and you've been there more than 3 months, you have rights. And I just wanted to I just needed a little more time to find out where I was going to go because I just didn't want to go home.
I know, but I was just nervous because it really wasn't my place. It wasn't even Jackie's place. Yeah. It was that comics place.
Oh, was it still in his name?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, that'll come to me because I found he wrote Easy Money.
Yeah. What was his name?
Oh, it'll come to me. Yeah, because I still have the Easy Money script with all the handwritten changes and shit.
Yeah, what the fuck was
Dennis
that?
Blair. Dennis Blair.
Dennis Blair.
Dennis Blair.
It was his place, and he let Jackie stay there, and then Jackie let me stay there, and then I let you guys stay there.
Yeah.
So I had no real, I couldn't do anything about it. I was stuck.
So I remember when we moved out, and there was that one antique table that had a glass top on it. And I remember moving. It wound up breaking in the move. I was so bummed out because that table was so dope. But when I leaned it up against the wall, you could see all the chop marks from all the people doing cocaine on the table.
But you know what was funny? Inside Edition did a piece on me, and the girl from Inside Edition blew me on one of those chairs in the fucking kitchen.
Oh. Oh, well, yeah. Another dickhead move you did. You left your dirty underwear nailed to the wall, and you left your pile of toenails on the rug. And then poor Ganji had the fucking. You should have heard the noise when he vacuumed it up. It was like.
But you know what? This is another thing that I actually mentioned because some asshole was saying, "Oh, John doesn't really have OCD." You guys found my Prozac.
I found it behind the
toilet. You guys
toilet.
found the Prozac, which I really want to jump out the window. That shit did not work for me. But I was taking it for OCD, and when you guys gave it to Howard, I had to lie and say, "Oh, I thought it would help me become a better guitar player."
Yeah, no, did you say golfer? Didn't you?
No, guitar player.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, my memory is fucking impeccable.
Well, I brought it to Robin first.
Yeah.
And I said, Robin, look, I don't think I don't know if this is a good thing. I don't know. And she goes, what do you think he would do if he found a bottle with Prozac with your name on it? I go, give it to Howard.
Exactly.
She didn't. It didn't take her 2 seconds to convince me. Because I was like, I don't know if I should do this. This is kind of personal. She goes, he would throw you under the bus. What do you think he would do?
What's so odd about it, Steve, is I didn't know that Howard had OCD at that time.
Yeah, hold on. I want to tell these people, will you back off of John's fucking family? Seriously, enough already.
No, they can't because they think it's going to get to me. It's not going to get to me. Either way, the funny thing is that I had OCD, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. And
I saw it.
Yeah, I know. But well, yeah, I couldn't even get through the mail.
Yeah,
I was bad, and I was even like typing in the show.
But even the way you walk sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's like my youngest son used to go when he was a kid. Dad, why do you stop in mid walk and have to think? Yeah. I go, it's OCD, kid. Don't worry about it. But it's so funny because Howard once, like he would like I remember once he'd be like, John, I'm miserable. You don't want to be like me. And I didn't know what, no, I don't want, I just figured it's just anybody just saying that they're miserable. But it turns out he was miserable because he was stuck with the same fucking debilitating disorder that I had.
Yeah, I sort of found out the same way, like being dyslexic. I was like, man, it must suck to be dyslexic. Meanwhile, it takes me 20 minutes to read a paragraph. And that also affects my spelling. But it wasn't until I was able to get through school. It's definitely ADHD because I have the attention span of a flea, and I have really hard time like putting sentences all together when I'm reading words. So, but
yeah, you remember exactly how much the rent was, though.
Yeah. What does that have to do with dyslexia?
Oh, it has a lot to do with everything.
Yeah.
Oh, but Steve, the other thing is that both of my albums.
I know the words to all the first album. I know all the words to all the songs.
All right. Well, the song "Crazy" from my first album is all about OCD.
Oh yeah.
Crazy guys that call in, they wake me when I sleep.
Yeah.
I can't seem to ignore them when they say they're after me.
Yeah. How are you not writing songs still? I don't care what anybody says. I still listen to your album. I have an Upstate on CD. I have a CD player at my trailer upstate.
I write them all the time.
I listen to yours and Fred Norris's album.
Yeah, I just wrote 2 or 3 new ones.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you want to debut one on my show? What's going on?
There it is. Here is the tape. I already got it. 31 minutes.
My God. These people are unbelievable.
Baba Booey confirms you were barely making a profit from subleasing. There you go. I know what I'm talking about, Steve. You got to understand.
Right.
Because one of my laments was Why am I getting called at 11:30 when I'm only making $50 off these fucking assholes?
Fix our sink, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
The sink was leaking, man. Get your ass over there. You're a landlord.
You don't understand. These people just want to believe the worst in me. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
Because it somehow makes them feel better about themselves.
Then my heart goes out to them that they need to feel better. Right? This is their makes them feel better. Go ahead.
It is what it is, but it is funny that some of the shows that do goof on my family and on my kids, they have kids themselves.
Yeah.
And it's only a matter of time where that same shit is going to be thrown into their faces.
Well, karma's a motherfucker, and it's live and real.
Yes, it is. Karma is a bitch. And, people are sending me all of their kids' names. I don't want to know. So stop sending me it. I don't care. Because I would never do anything. But, they seem to be okay with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's been about a year since my book came out. It's still available on Audible. I don't know why you don't have the. I'm going to send you I sent you the Audible, dude. You could have so much fun with my Audible. But anyway, I did.
Steve, this is what I mean. You don't remember you and I playing?
Yeah, you played. No, but you played a little bit of it. What I'm saying is, you'd have a field day with it. You specifically would have a field day with it. But
Steve,
anyway,
Steve, have you gotten your garbage disposal fixed?
Oh, who's that? Oh, that's probably my landlord. he was just over there fixing my garbage disposal.
Yeah.
See, he's a good landlord. He came over, no problem. Came over with tools. He gave me a battery for the.
That's because he's making more than $50.
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, he's a nice guy, Ben. He's a big deadhead. He sells memorabilia on eBay for the Grateful Dead and shit. Nice guy. So yeah, he's friends with Wendy Snapple. So I went and a bunch of different stories in the book. I went to the exact locations to sort of do a story behind it. And so I actually went into somebody let me in the 65th Street apartment. So I got to go up to it where the door was. And I must have been in some good shape, because by the time I got up to that 6th floor, man, I was panting.
Did you ever get laid in that place?
Oh, hell yeah. I used to have a girl from Scores come over right after their shift, and she would come over, and we'd have a good time. We'd take a nap. I'd get up. We'd have a good time. I'd get breakfast. We'd have a good time.
I once brought a girl home from Scores, and she's walking up 6 flights of stairs holding my six-pack, and I'm walking up, and she's like, "What the fuck? I thought you were a celebrity." And then we get to the top, and then I go to take a dump or something in that shitty toilet we had.
Yeah.
And then I open the door, and she's passed out, sleeping next to Mikey Stein in his bed.
Oh, my God. I had something like that happen with me and my ex-wife. I wrote about it in the book. It was going to be my first threesome. And I found this one girl, and then I was just dating my ex-wife, and they both like girls. And then I put them together. It was a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Everybody was out that night. And this girl pulls out like one of those old people like pill containers, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I don't like taking pills, so I didn't take the pill. But somehow or another, she went down, and then my ex-wife went down. And by the time we got back, I had to get him out of this Italian restaurant, because everybody was like, "What the fuck is this guy doing with these two hot chicks?" So I brought him to Scores, and the girl's apartment was she was staying at somebody's place. I brought him to Scores. And then all of a sudden, the girl gave my ex-wife like some pill, and all of a sudden she went bad. So we get her back to the apartment. Now it's like, it's Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and my ex-wife is completely out, unresponsive. So we left her in the one bed, which must have been the guy who owned the apartment's bed. It was a really fancy apartment. And me and the girl went to the other room, and we had our little fun. And then when we woke up in the morning, the girl went to go check on Maureen. And she just started screaming. Maureen threw up in the middle of the night, all over this guy's like 1,000-count sheets and this fucking $2,000 comforter. And she was butt ass naked. She threw up. Thank God she didn't die. You know, she could have died. So I was thinking maybe I get a threesome now. Now it's Thanksgiving morning. No, this girl starts screaming at my ex-wife. And my ex-wife's from Queens. She ain't no fucking joke. And she started screaming at her. And then now this girl's in a sexy fucking pair of like white Calvin Klein underwear, and my ex-wife butt ass naked, and I'm stopping this cat fight, and then I didn't even get fucking a threesome. I was like, and then an hour later, I'm at my grandmother's house eating turkey, just going, nobody knows what just happened to me about it. But so yeah, I understand about the passing out thing. Not fun.
No, well, I know there was something I wanted to ask you. You were talking about I forget. There was something I wanted to say about. Oh, don't you have a crooked dick?
No, I don't know why. No, my dick is just like anybody else's, just not as big.
Oh, but anyway,
I don't know. I thought maybe something was wrong. I just never really saw anybody else's dick hard before. You know what I'm saying?
And you never graduated Hunter College, did
no,
you?
I got into a fight with them. I literally, I had to take one more semester of Spanish, and in this class, you had to be able to write, and all the tests were in Spanish, and I had to be able to write an essay in Spanish, and there's no way in hell I was on that level. So in order to get the communications degree, I had like 2 credits left, including Spanish. So I went there and I said, how about this? I want to take sign language. I found a course that is a college level sign language course. I just, instead of taking Spanish, can I take sign language? They said no. I said, but it's accredited class that I could use.
You're Italian. Don't you already know sign language?
Yeah, exactly. I'm half Irish, half embarrassed. Come on. So I got into a big argument with the I guess the communications department, and I said fuck you to them, but I really said fuck you to me. And that was it. So I got like 3 credits shy of a fucking bachelor's degree.
Can you go and get it now?
For what?
Just for the peace of mind that you have a degree?
Yeah, I did 8 years on the Howard Stern show. That's like fucking a doctorate.
Gunga Din.
Yeah.
Bring water.
Thank God I was in shape back then. I don't know where that came from. That was all Ralph. Ralph did that because he already had the turban there.
I can't believe Ralph is dead.
I know.
Crazy Cabby's dead. Fred the
Elephant Boy
is dead.
Yeah.
Kenneth Keith Kallenbach is
Dude,
dead.
I saw him 2
Hank
weeks before.
dead.
I saw him 2 weeks before he died. I did a guest bartending out in Philadelphia. This is like my buddy opened up a bar. I went out there to bartend, and Kenneth drove like 2 hours to come and see me, and he hung out at the bar the whole time.
I could blow smoke out of my eyes.
He was, you know what happened to him, right?
Yeah, didn't he get like raped in prison or something?
No, he had a really bad, like, I guess it's Crohn's disease or something. He had they were always operating on his stomach, and I guess he picked up a hitchhiker, and something happened. They got into an argument, and she said that he tried to sexually assault her, so he got thrown in jail. But while he was in jail, he had one of those episodes with his stomach. And he was screaming and writhing in pain for like a day, and nobody helped him. And he needed medical attention, and he died because the cops ignored him.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I had a interesting day, Steve. I went, Hitman Dan, that's what he's known as, Danny, drove me to the airport. I had to get at least one sesame bagel with bacon and eggs. It's just over easy with the fucking awesome. And at the bagel shop I go to. And then we drove to the airport, and my flight was at 11:23 or something. Take a guess what time I fucking left.
Yeah, probably it was only, if it's any less than 3 hours, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I didn't leave till out of LaGuardia till like 2:30 in the afternoon. It was fucking. Well,
that's how, dude. I've had 11-hour layover in an airport. 11
and I've
hours.
been sick, so I tried to have a Bloody Mary, and I just like. I just couldn't even finish it. I was just like, fuck this, you know?
Yeah. And plus, like, I had a Bloody Mary at LaGuardia coming out here. It was $17.
Oh, I know it. I got a double Bloody Mary. It was $28.
Yeah.
So after the tip, it was like $33.
Oh, so I wanted to ask you. So what exactly happened right after your 11 minutes on the stage? What happened when you walked off? Where did you go? What happened?
Oh, I had my friend Mark came there at some point, a fellow Puerto Rican, and then we just walked out, and went to the Spotted Dog, and I got a martini, and then I had a beer, and then we went to some country bar because he lived like where you used to live. He was on the other side. He was on the west side of Manhattan. So then we just got a cab and then went to the country bar and then went back to his place and just chilled.
Did you like when you went out? Were people following you? Did anybody try to start with you or anything, or you just like
a couple people, but I think some of them tried to. I didn't personally care. I mean, I was just like I did what I wanted to do, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yeah, well, apparently you did, and your thick skin once again prevailed.
Yes.
So, yes. How did it start with Cumia? I thought you did a couple of shows on Compound.
I used to be. I don't know when Artie was really on heroin, like bad. He like blew every one of his friends. He was just an asshole to. Me, Gino, Bob Levy, Jimmy Palumbo. Like he was just an asshole to, and in that stage. That's when Anthony hired him, and then Artie started fucking with me, and then Pocky decided that's a fun way to go, and and that's where it just happened. I mean, up until then, I was playing cards with Pocky. I slept at Pocky's house. There was never an issue until that. I kind of got blindsided because he came to one of my stand-up shows at Governor's. In Long Island, but it was like the brokerage really. And he was laughing the whole time because my brother was a big fan of his and knew, his laugh. He laughed the whole set. And then a day later it was on his show trashing my whole set. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So you got the big question is, are you a comedian or are you not a comedian?
Well, I'm a very good comedian.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You're making me laugh.
Apparently, I dabble in comedy.
Oh yeah, man! I can't believe one stupid comment is blown up to such a big thing.
Well, it's.
Wait, I don't understand. So, like, there's. I kind of asked Gino this question and stuff. Like, what? Like, is there some sort of alternate universe where you just, if you don't go on stage, you're not a comedian? Like, what do you have to earn your stripes or something to call yourself a comedian? You have to struggle really hard and come up through the trenches to become a comedian. Like, or could you just say, I go on stage and I make people laugh, I'm a comedian?
No, yeah.
There's this weird thing you're not allowed. You have to earn it to become a comedian. Like what the
fuck
is that?
Well, the normal trajectory of a comic is you start as a host. First, you start as an open micer. Then you become a host. Then you become a feature, which is a middler. And then you finally graduate, if you will, to become a headliner. Now, then when you become a headliner, I think you become a real comedian when you start headlining the A-list clubs like the Improvs and the Laugh Factories and the Punchlines. And as soon as you can do that and make a living doing that, as Nick DiPaolo once told me, that's when you would consider yourself a working comedian. So I was on the road and I was making my living as a comic. So yeah, that's when you become, a legitimate comedian.
Wow. I don't understand. I have no problem going up on stage. I have no fear of audiences and I feel very comfortable with the microphone in my hand. I went to go do stand-up. Like the first time I really did any stand-up was at that thing in Long Island with you and KC. And I had then Gino, Oscar Electric. I don't know. He's a nice guy. I like that guy, Oscar Electric. What did he say? What he praises the father, abuse his siblings. It's gone already. Can't read it. Dyslexia. So I went on stage. It was an open mic night, and I realized I'm up there just doing whatever thing I was doing. I don't even remember what I was saying. And I'm looking at the audience, and everybody in the audience is another fucking stand-up comic working on the material.
Yeah, well,
that's paying attention. I'm like, what's the point of doing an open mic night if nobody's paying attention to what you're doing?
Well, I'll tell you the point. The point is to get to be comfortable on stage and just feel like you could do whatever you want, tell whatever you want, and not be intimidated by an audience, even if they're not even paying attention.
So I I did that, but I had people like my friend like Stacy Pressman, who's really funny, and she's been doing it for years. I've seen people like Sherrod Small and Rachel Feinstein, all when they were coming up, but like Rachel and Sherrod both really were in the trenches and the young comics, and they're still around doing stuff. But like someone like Stacy, who's really funny and she's great. Like how long can you just keep going doing the open mics for? I always felt bad for people that are funny that
Some
can't.
people never get any better than open mics. I can name quite a few, but shit. Where there are. It's funny. Like this is an example of how you're like a real comedian. Like for the Robert Schimmel. You remember Robert Schimmel?
Yeah, I never met him, but I heard he was a nice guy.
For the Robert Schimmel, what do they call that? Not a fundraiser, but it's like a it's not in. I forget what you call it now. It's like you go to honor Bob Schimmel, and they get like comics. So there was like 7 or 8 of us, and it was and they ask like guys that are really good comics to come and do that. So I was on the stage with Harlan Williams and Anthony Jeselnik and like and I was like in the same league as them at that time. So
yeah.
So
listen,
and they're not going to ask you to come on stage if you're not. Oh, Sebastian Maniscalco, I think, was on there.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to ask you if they don't think that you could handle and do like 20 solid minutes.
Yeah, and it's not easy. So
I
just wanted to give a shout out to Oscar Electric. I can't keep up with the questions here, buddy. I'm sorry if I can't answer anything. It's moving too fast. There's a lot of people on here. Yeah, you know how to stir the sauce, Johnny boy.
Of course. I'm the Duke.
You're the Duke. Well, you said I give you 44. We got 51. You want to? You got to do your show, correct? I don't want to hold you up. I appreciate everything. So, if anybody out here, all these people that are on the YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate.
Yeah, please subscribe to Steve. Help Steve be able to
justify my living out here.
Be able to monetize his channel. And Steve, anything I can do to help you, I'll be there. So if you ever need a guest and you want me to, steer, like you helped me with Robert Wool, as you can recall.
I'm working on a man cow for you too, bud.
Yeah. So if you can, if you ever need any help, both, in helping you, get to the monetization level or anything like that, that you can just call me and I'll do anything I can for you.
I appreciate that. I will. Thank you very much, buddy.
All right, brother. It's been a great time, Steve.
Yes, sir. It always is, John.
As always, pal. I'll see you.
All right, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cool. All right. There you have it. I could try to answer some of these questions. I'm sorry. This thing is spinning by me right now, and it's kind of far away from me. So I apologize. I appreciate everybody. Oscar Electric, you're a really nice guy. I like you. He had fun lying to you, Grillo. Why do you talk to that loser? Because I want to. Why not? I got a lot of people tuning in right now. Grillo, is Stuttering John ever a writer on Stern? We all wrote for Stern. We all had a participation in what happened there. We'd never get a credit for writing, but I did a lot of skits and shit like that. Then I used to write shit and then never hand it in because I was too afraid of what might occur on the air. But you suck at this. Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy it. So I'm going to wrap this up. Professional tax lines, they give peace of mind. You want to get your taxes done, find me, DM me somewhere along the line. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you don't stop. And I just joined Rumble. I got to figure that out too. So, yo, Steve, Scotty Saunders, there you go, Scotty. Now you're there. All right. I was wondering where you were, bud. So that was Stuttering John. I hope you got a couple of answers. He's vindicated by his performance at Rodney Dangerfield's reading Anthony Cumia's domestic abuse police report. That's what he wanted to do, and he went there and he said he's vigilant. He won, and I will be putting clips of this up all over the place. And I hope you guys John doesn't pay his taxes. Well, he's working with Richard Pringy now. Don't worry about it. Love you and your commentary with Jerry Lawler, Grillo. I don't know. I never did anything like that. I wish I did. I love Jerry Lawler. Don't forget the thumb downs before you leave. It was kind of pathetic, second grade, just like you guys are acting right now. He did not win. I'm just commentating here. I'm not stating an opinion or a fact. Every time James Clog today, your show was a brutal mischaracterization of reality. We don't fate, enjoy nothing. Get on Super Tips, Grillo. Scooter, yeah, thanks. This helps me, get my numbers up and my hours up. I'll be there soon. I'm going to be Super Tips. Super Tips is in the works. It's already done. I just got to get a URL. Hopefully, I'll have that up by the end of the day. I had a little time, a window of opportunity with John, so I jumped on it. But I have to work out the URL with Super Tips. Next time I'm on, I will have Super Tips. Thank you, everybody, very, very much. And I'm going to peace out now. And I made lasagna, so I'm going to go eat that. All right. Thumbs down for John. Okay, Danny. Swan song. Peace out, Grillo. See you next time, dude. Super Tips. Super Tips, Super Tips. Super Tips is coming, man. I'm telling you. John is delusional. And that brings me to this. See you later, everybody.